Well, it is Wednesday, time for our couples devotional. We had just finished up doing the fruits of the Spirit and applying that to marriage. And today I wanted to do something a little bit different. We're changing pace for today. I don't know about you guys, but I've been really impacted by this particular series on the life of Peter. And I had just finished a study in the book of Jonah and had really been challenged personally about getting out of the boat, so to speak, in some areas in my life and recognizing that as a mom, what am I instilling in my children and what am I encouraging them to push forward in their walk in pursuit of God and the things that they're going to be asked to do in service to others around them. So I thought it might be fun for us to do this idea of creating a mission statement for marriage and family. That's going to be our focus today. I think it's a good thing to consider as we go into the holiday season. There's going to be so many opportunities for us to pay attention to the needs going on around us. So why not now, right? Okay, so some questions I want you guys to think about going into this. First of all, looking at your marriage. Do you guys have a plan for what you want your marriage to look like? You should take some time to talk about that. Do we like where our marriage is headed? And if we don't, what are some things we could start considering that we could be doing to move in a more positive direction? Do we have a common purpose as a family? What are we trying to pursue as a family? Do we have something beyond just the obvious things that you do in the function of a family? Are there areas in the relationship that you avoid talking about because you're afraid that you're going to rock the boat? You know, what might some of those issues be, and makes a determination to say we need to deal with those issues in an honest, authentic way, in a loving way, but we need to deal with the issues at hand. And then are we living stagnant lives or are we taking new challenges? That's kind of been my thing. I want to take new challenges, pay attention to things going on around me, the things that God might ask me to do that are out of my comfort zone. What might those be for you guys? Here's where we're basing our mission statement as a family from Joshua 22:5. Be careful to keep the commandments and the law that Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave you. And here it is: to love the Lord your God, to walk in obedience to him, to keep his commands, to hold fast to him, to serve him with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. Now that's a pretty loaded verse, but yet I think it encapsulates at least what we're trying to accomplish in looking at our own marriage and our family. And this gives us kind of the talking points and the direction to move in making some productive changes, to think, how are we loving the Lord? Are we walking in obedience? Do we keep his commands? Do we hold fast to him, especially in times of trouble? And do we serve him? So let's look at that then, some practical things. How could you establish a mission statement then as a family? First thing, have a family meeting. Talk about how you guys could make some good changes. What are some goals that you might have? Some things that maybe God's laid on your heart. Create a plan then as a family. Spiritually, how are you doing it? Bible memorization, just studying the word, praying as a family. What are you doing relationally? Who are some families at Alpine or in your neighborhood that you could serve this Christmas season? And formulate a plan of action, some practical steps that you could take. I think that could be so productive and helpful for us as families, of just saying, I want to pursue God with all my heart. I want my kids to pursue God with all their heart, and I want to serve and obey him. And I think if you guys could have a conversation and create a mission statement for your own family, it could be a truly rewarding, an amazing experience, and God could really do some cool things in your lives and in the lives of your kids. So take some time to do a mission statement.